Country girl, I gave you my phone number and you never.
This is a Rheem heat pump outdoor unit. When I got here it was locked out on high pressure, but now everything's good. The fan's pulling the right amount of current, the capacitor is the right capacitor, you know, all that stuff. So we got an erroneous high pressure lockout over here. You look in here and you see the original high pressure switch. It hasn't been replaced. But we have these wire nuts here. These suggest somebody has had issues with the high pressure switch in the past. The homeowner was telling me something about this outdoor fan not running sometimes. I want to prevent this unit from ever going into high pressure lockout again. So of course, naturally, we're going to bypass the high pressure switch. Except that we're going to do it without bypassing the high pressure switch. Here's what we're going to do, okay? This wire here that goes from Y out to the contactor, we're going to pull that off. Both of these wires that went to the pressure switch, we're going to pull off. And take this nice, pretty factory looking wire and we'll run it where it bypasses the high pressure switch on the board. Look at that, ain't she pretty? See, that almost looks factory. I'm going to run from the Y out here, a coil of the contactor here. Now the contactor is in series with the high pressure switch and it will cycle on high pressure if the fan quits. Now and then eventually it starts working again, and old man Jenkins still has cooling in the meantime. Cooling like a dream. Let's do a little test real quick. There's our pressure. We're sitting about 300 psi right now. I'm gonna pull this wire here off this board. I'm gonna let that pressure go up. Going up, going up, going up. Man, it's gonna trip the pressure switch. It's gonna trip the pressure switch, man. What are we gonna do? It's gonna go in a high pressure lockout. Oh, look, it hit 525 psi and it locked out. I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna watch that pressure go back down. I'm glad I did this test. That pressure switch trips low. Anyway, that proves the point. That's the point of doing that. That should have went up to 600 before it tripped. And it tripped at 525. That's not good. Fortunately, all the pressure switches that I brought with me today are for R22. Otherwise, I'd want to replace the pressure switch right now, but looks like we're not going to be able to do that. This thing's working great. Fucking pressure switch lockout. Fuck out of here, dude. You don't need that shit. And that's how you bypass a high pressure switch without bypassing a high pressure switch.